Okay, let's say that you want to record your performance. The quickest way is to do it in real time, which is like, first you go to the user pattern mode, which is pressing this once. So you have here user selected, you have here pattern selected, we are on empty pattern and we are ready to go. So what you need to do first, let's say that so first record setup, and choose your record settings. So as I said here, you can rename your pattern, set different things. Let's say that I don't want to do this now. You press DA for DA variation, so you will record into DA variation. And finally, we do a little practice, and let's say that we are ready to go. So we engage the record mode and you will hear the metronome. We are not recording yet. We just hear the metronome, and in the beginning of the pattern you will hear an accenting click. This is the beginning of the pattern now. So if this is too fast for you, what I recommend you to first slow down the tempo. You may practice a little bit. We are ready to go. So we may press play, and XR20 will give us one pattern in advance in order to prepare to record. Okay, we are ready to record, but we are not recording anymore yet. Now we are recording. Good, we created a loop. Now we can add some hi-hat, and this is one very lazy way to do it. As I said, pressing and holding not repeat with any pad will create a fill, a row. Cool. As you saw, when we record, the pattern is looping, and we can record over and over and over. We can overdub, doesn't matter how long. So that was the A variation. The fill variation, as you can hear, is empty. So are the fill variations. And the fill variation of B, also empty. We just recorded pattern, a variation of a pattern. So we can just play, and we can experiment what else can be cool to add to this pattern. and go. By the way, while we are playing, we can disable the record mode, so whatever we play now will not be recorded. Let's add some bass. Cool. We have a ready pattern which includes percussions and some bass, and we can speed it up if we don't like this tempo, so we can make it 100 BPM, or we can speed it up additionally. Whatever. Now we can add few variation for the pattern A. So quick way to do this is to have variation A, copy it over the few variation. The quickest way to do this is to press the save or copy button. As you can see, the screen has changed. Let's see. Now with the page button we say copy, and okay, I need to do it again. Okay, copy, and now we specify the destination, so I just hit the fill button. The final thing I need to do, so as you can see already it says fill. It will copy over the variation A fill pattern. Record is blinking, so I need to press while I hold this button. Yeah, it's ready. Copy done. So we can release, and now the fill variation of the variation A will be absolutely the same as the variation A itself. Cool. Now, how can we create the fill variation? Something like this, for example. Let's engage record mode. We said that we will record onto the fill variation of variation B. Ready to go. Cool. Now let's show it. Let's show a demonstration of what we just done. 3, 2, go. What I'm doing when I press this button after the fill button is that usually when I press the fill button, it will automatically go to the other variation. So if A is playing, pressing fill button will make it go to B. If B is playing, pressing fill button will make it go to A. That's why B is blinking. Right now nothing is playing because variation B is an empty pattern. So as you can see, from B with enable fill we went to A. Okay, so this is how you record in real time. But as I said, we have a step editor here, which is a step sequencer. And when we go into this mode, we use the page buttons and we can switch from step to step and do step editing. So let's say that this scratch I don't want to exist. So I can say erase, confirmation, and that was erased. The scratch is no longer there. And pressing the step edit again brings us back into the pattern mode. So the scratch is no longer there. Only the other scratches. What if I want to erase the hi-hat? I simply hold down the erase button and press the corresponding pad. Bang! Erased. And of course, you can erase the whole pattern. Simply press the record button and it's no longer there. Of course, we just erased the A variation. The fill variation is still there. Anyway, so much for the recording. As you saw, it's very easy, it's very intuitive. Only in few seconds we got a pattern and it was really sounding cool. So that's it for the creation process. So as I said, this machine is great if you are into hip-hop. No matter what kind of hip-hop style you're doing, is it breaking or is it R&B or whatever. Personally, I tried to create few breaking patterns and I tried to experiment what I can do with this machine. So I can show you a little demonstration of my own patterns, and maybe you can also do some house or techno with this machine. I tried to experiment a little bit, but I haven't really been trying hard. So let's find my own electronic, yeah. So this is the pattern that I tried to create, which would sound more like techno. So that's why I set 145 BPM. So what you just witnessed is that I used to mute the different layers to illustrate that you can perform a little bit with this, so it's kind of performance function. So what you can do also with this, important thing to mention is that you not only can do standard like bam 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 bam. This is 4/4 tempo. You can play and create something. Yeah, so I was experimenting just for the experiment to see what can I do with this. So this is waltz beat. Bang 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 bang, waltz. You can even try to play. And so on. Well, this is not a waltz machine, so that was just an experiment. As you can see, you can do even this.